Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beating it once.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Symphony, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Hit of Fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
The great plot.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
But what if it hasn't come?
He'll definitely...
Sorry, only artists in the...
Come, we must...
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your...
Of course. I shall be sat.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant.
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered. A black beard peeping out from under his mask. And his...
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room.
Yes, Your Grace.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. Didn't go out the door.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Bloody handprint. It's his. Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Tore down the door, made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder. Footprints, made by soiled boots. Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the... it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our
So, this is the tracker.
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this...
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected... I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile... I caught him red-handed, attempting to...
What did you do?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give it. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care... A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye...
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind.
So... is this the only
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin...
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter.
Duntine. Remember the place.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as... Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals.
Oriana, everything we discussed here? Hope word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I
Forgive me, Madam Oriana.
You must excuse me.
Oriana.
Few make me feel awkward, but in her...
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink.
You were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real, and sought to steal...
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme...
It... My sister, Siana. She left court when we were children.
What did your sister do?
Sienna.
Parents run afoul of some maid?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was...
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence. I recall one such situation. She persuaded that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed... In the end, they forced her to leave the palace.
Think your sister might be in...
You see, I recall her always being rather...
Here, that's normal for sister.
True. I suppose I gave as good as... The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift. At the time, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going...
Your mission has gained new import. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way.
I'll find her.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her.
Your Grace? Geralt?
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our
Ah, yes. Splendid.
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even...
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hope...
Curious. It seems...
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely...
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand.
I wonder what a...
It might want to apologize
My word. For what might the monster wish to apologize?
for killing, though at times there is no choice when loved ones are at risk and require.
Same as humans. Put them in the...
You understand this? It must... If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster.
If possible, yeah.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire.
Fond memory?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring an...
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your what?
We shall return for... An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your... That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Ren.
Guessing it's no accident.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed.
Oriana.
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. But I shall...
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are.
That's splendid news. If they are...
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, She might be in...
Do you mean to say your task now is to
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Dettlaff, who wants revenge.
Geralt, you must...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Dettlaff here while I...
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither...
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine.
Splendidly, Dettlaff. Ah, I'm great. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem.
Regis. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you.
Your Grace.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. You have exceptional friends. This Dettlaff.
Don't know him too well.
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy.
Didn't expect the evening to end.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic...
Gotta...
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet... It stands along the Saône-Retour River. Near the Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight.
The Witcher's not nearly as nasty as they make him out to be.
Another murder by the horrid beast! Milton the Peyrac Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice!
Life
The beast of Beauclair!
I hope your search goes well.
What do you... Farewell.
Good luck.
You are requested to refrain from speaking to their hood! Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your tickets now!
Your eyes! They shine!
I need good victuals.
Hey there, Jan. How much for your wound? Of course, I can tell them. Too high to judge.
guardsmen yet.
So eager, are you?
See, you already prepared a plan.
Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them.
How many?
Rod... Also...
Need to... Alvo...
Your...
So it begins.
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt.
We won't vault far if the boys out front don't hold.
Not so fast. Little change of plans. You'll never learn.
Watch it all! He'll kill us!
Jesus! He killed Hugo and Belin! Grab him! I see no ducals along the road.
Sent them to get the horses. Looking to flee. Can't let it.
Roderick was right. We can flee. Bloody bots! What was that?
Those crates on the wagon!
Gotta be
Hurry
quick.
with those
Time to
crates!
escape.
But be careful if you drop any. Someone's here. They... Reach the back wall. Come on. Kill him. I shall show you. Mercy! Mercy! I did no wrong!
Nah, kept the wrong damn company. Sent...
Uh,
Where are they now?
in...
There's someone with them? Woman named...
Of course.
And a whole pile of trouble.
Packing! We were to leave together, and...
Where is she?
Yes.
Where's the hospital?
I know nothing about a hostage.
Here, press it against the wound.
What is happening? These ones! Kill the shit like them! Let them down! Hurry up! Someone's
They shall pay. For everything.
Wasn't expecting to see you two here.
We thought you could use our help, so...
Expect to answer all...
Let us go then. Renna. Are you hurt? If any of them.
You know me. I'd never let them hurt me. I just waited for you to come.
I didn't know where to look. They threatened to kill you. Forgive me. I failed you.
Now we need only find Anna Henrietta's sister. Where should we look? Do you know?
Mm-hmm. Ran into Roderick, Duntine's lord. Told me where I'd find Siana.
Then speak and let's grab her. Time is short.
Said she was in a room in the tower. Very one we're in right now. Which, incidentally, looks nothing like a prison cell. And just so happens there's a carafe full of wine here. Bet it's stolen San Real.
What's your point?
Giving you one chance to tell us everything yourself.
I've nothing to tell.
Witcher, what is this?
Sorry, Dettlaff. You've been had.
My friend, please. You must listen to what Geralt has to say.
Renna's not her real name. This is Siana. And Siana is sister to Anna Henrietta, the Duchess of Toussaint.
What nonsense is this?
Siana was banished as a child, but it seems she trekked back here recently. Sent a man called the Centrian to Beauclair to steal some wine for her. Wine reserved for the ducal... Caught him later stealing a jewel Siana had gotten from her father as a child. Sorry, Dettlaff. She...
If you do not, I will raze Beauclair to the ground. This I promise you. You've 3 days. I shall be waiting.
He just fly off?
He did not wish to act rashly. He's gone.
Think he'll do it? Make good on his threat?
I cannot say. He can be...
I shall go to him.
Come again?
You don't know Dettlaff like I do. If I don't do as he says, He truly will.
Conscience gets to...
Better.
Well,
Your Grace, we must proceed with caution. Guardsmen saw vampires here. They could still be about.
Vampires or no vampires, my sister...
Your Grace, that...
Sienna, it's true. It's you. So concerned, I'm surprised. Is there an ounce of truth to it?
You feel resentment. I understand. We will discuss them later. Captain, escort Sie...
As you wish.
And you, Witcher. You have my thanks. Roderick of Duntine shall answer for treason and blackmail.
He's no traitor, just naive. Let himself be made a fool.
Made a fool? Whom but?
Your sister. She's the one convinced him.
we've discovered Sienna blackmailed.
What?
She is his missing lover. Staged her own abduction to force him to do her...
He was a tool. Whole scheme.
You're mistaken.
Your Grace...
What? You know...
Dettlaff.
The same who so recently sat at my table and told... Is there anything else you've neglected to mention? A dragon living beneath Mount Gorgo? Where is he now?
Waiting for Sienna. If she doesn't show up to meet him by an appointed time...
He dares!
Your Grace, we have 3 days to bring him Sienna and...
Not a word. You have 3 days to bring me his head. No more secrets. No more...
Do you think her Grace's nerves...
Doubt it. Rarely forgets, rarely retracts what she says, especially not threats.
Yes, well, even I must admit Dettlaff's actions were highly inappropriate. Reprehensible.
Why would I be?
Let's see. You're returning from your hunt empty-handed. No trophy.
What can I say? It happens at times. Especially likely...
How do your employers customarily react when you fail to...
Depends. Peasants cuss me out. Merchants demand I refund their deposit, whereas nobles mostly just release their hounds.
And rulers?
Usually threaten me with the gallows.
Most illustrious...
Your Grace, the population demands she be punished. Sienna's committed terrible crimes.
Another word, Palmerin, and I shall spill even more blood. I repeat for the last time. Sienna is responsible for the death of many, true. But she is also my sister.
Your Grace, I fear the masses might rise. Storm the prison.
Let them storm. They will not find her there. Sienna is hidden away in a safe place. Which, to judge by your means, has not yet come to...
Did what we could, but...
My patience is at an end, Geralt.
Don't know. I lost his trail.
Is this all you have?
I respect your Grace. All I can...
A Sometimes I hunt foxes. Do you know how it works? You, Witcher, have had a week. I've begun to suspect my beagles might...
Then perhaps your grace should have sent a beagle instead of a witcher after the vampire.
You tread on thin ice, Witcher. But to the matter at hand.
Your Grace, it seems Siana tricked Detlaf, used him to murder the knights who escaped.
Your Grace! Vampires!
What? Speak now!
Vampires! They protect the city! Captain de la Tour defense!
Damn it.
If it's war this Detlef wants, it's war he shall have. Geralt, get to work. This time I'll hear no excuses. Palmer and you...
Siana failed to appear as summoned. And there.
Seems not. Need to make some serious plans of our own. Regis, you mentioned there was a way to draw Detlef out. A way you've avoided resorting to, so...
Is that how I put it? Do forgive me, but I've misled you.
Regis, another inner monologue growing out of a personal dilemma. Just tell me how to flush Detlef out.
In due course. But first, Geralt, I'd like you to consider the alternative. After all, you could fulfill...
Think Detlef still believe...
I believe he suspects something. He must.
And for that, he's declared war on the...
What can I say? Moderation...
Really want to free Siana? Hand her over to Detlef?
It's hard to believe, I know. But Detlef is not actually evil, merely impulsive. He...
So say I agree to this, because I
do not recall ever suggesting we ask her permission.
The meeting. What if it's nothing like you say? What if it...
It seems
Didn't ask for a lecture on probability. Need a simple answer. Yes or no.
I vow that not a hair on her head...
Got serious reservations about this plan. Not least among them, we have no idea where Siana's being held.
Hardly a reservation. More of an excuse. I'm certain...
Could ask Damien. Duchess treats him like a lapdog. Keeps him close most times.
There, you see? I knew you... I trust I've dispelled...
Not so fast. We're not... How would I go about luring Detlef out of hiding if I want...
You see, somewhere nearby lives an unusual denizen. One of the unseen.
And?
Toussaint is this unseen elder's territory. All vampires owe him fealty while they are here. He need but say the word, designate a time and place.
So this unseen elder...
We must find him first. The elder does not see arrivals unless he absolutely must. But locals, Oriana, for instance...
Yeah, figured it out. All right, let's say she gets me in to see the...
I don't know. You'll have to...
So I'm basically stuck.
You know what I would opt for. Should we free Siana and arrange for her to meet with Detlef? There's a good chance we'll all survive this ordeal.
Regis, don't mean to put you on the spot, but I gotta know. Say I do decide to
Should you decide your sword is the sole solution, I
appreciate it.
certainly hope so. Now,
Crazy as the plan seems, I'll do it.
you won't make me beg. I knew you would.
Slow down. Not promising a thing. Just want to get it.
Of course. Hurry. Damien could be in danger.
Or dead.
You think so? He seemed battle-hardened. More than a few straps under his belt.
Against humans, not monsters.
Faster! Cracky! Faster!
Lesser vampires would heed a higher vampire's cold commands.
As a rule, they don't.
So how Dettlaff sick them on the city?
I told you, he's exceptional. He manages to bend them to his will, control them with his thoughts. They'll continue attacking until he orders them to back down, until he dies.
Itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
If we'd only arrived a bit earlier.
They broke formation, ran.
That's it. It's Damien's blood. He was wounded.
Let's go. Barricade put up in the street.
Pointless. That's an obstacle to a vampire.
They didn't know. I didn't get a chance to prepare them. Fell on his face. Struck him at back. Tractor gun.
They must have realized that I held this position.
Hope they found a corner to hide in. Won't be anyone to talk to. Must be in the bank. Barricaded themselves inside.
Recognize the vampire they made. Apologies, Count.
You killed it! Single-handed!
I see the harlot's brood came close to snort.
Need to withdraw. You and your...
My duty lies with the...
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again.
Men! 10.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Your alchemists will keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxe. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing...
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged you.
Got a different plan.
And what?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need...
You know the Duchess's decision. See,
We know it, but we do not...
you've that luxury. I do...
Folk are dying. Many more will.
If Her Grace learns I helped you, my head will...
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still we are prepared to take the risk. I fear we waste our time here.
Wait. When last I saw...
Playroom?
I've served in the Ducal Palace for years.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locks Sienna up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look, I've told you what...
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks.
And you've...
I helped Beauclair.
Let's go, Regis.
Here, the playroom's beyond this door.
Shit. But honor Henrietta's personal request. Locked. Of course. Regis, rather not have a fist fight with this door. Would you mind? Thanks.
At your service.
Utter silence. No one here.
We should look around at least.
Something inside? Nope. Empty. A tin knight. Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off.
I suppose it got a lot of use.
Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabel de Roc.
I'm not sure it will help, but I said.
See,
Charm.
I asked. The on it, but it is. To.
Shh.
Wait. Read the girl. I can't. Or I eat it. I see when she.
In the. Not in.
Where's leisure tableware and plush toys? Locked. Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture. Going wild. Whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it. This is a playground for two little girls. Something's not right.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices?
He gobbled up my gingerbread. Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross.
Then you open it.
Now, who's this? A lost traveler. Why, you're old. Old and pale. Just as soon as I catch you.
She doesn't douse you. The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you...
Listen, how'd...
It's Prince Charming's. Here it is.
Thank you.
It's been years, Jack.
Have you...
No, I just want your beans.
Breathe easy. Because you aren't here to play?
Jack knows what I mean. So he'll tell me where the beans are as fast...
Sienna,
Oh. Something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wool.
He had better know. Because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. I'll...
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to...
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just...
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as...
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. But look... Fine.
Kurt, even...
And
she...
you can...
had...
Not a... When my...
I
love...
That...
Shock.
This
Yeah.
wit.
Magic.
Yours.
It's...
So.
There are
Still.
don't...
Chat.
As... No. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house. To the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed. A massacre. Which is why we gotta hurry.
Stay here a week. Outside,
Not the friendly. Pixies I've met.
put here to protect the Fableспhere from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
I'm not.
Bastard.
That's him. Joss. Last, they're going to rip him in 6. No, it... The what?
Let's...
Everyone!
Yellow bean.
And a book.
Bed. Just...
Safe.
Oh,
Watch it.
tough.
Was. I'm not.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess. He sleeps to this day, I think.
Will-o'-the-wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Knight's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Honoria... and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world, so some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, searching for the fairy tale damsels.
Shredded to bits by the
without asking. Stop prodding me and find the beans.
Hello?
Where?
You could always have
You know
Out of
this.
this.
Where? No. What? So, it's. Don't.
That's
You would.
you again?
all right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg. Any.
Yep.
That. How the.
No.
Let.
You. No. What?
And.
The-
Torture you.
Bottle.
Well then.
What?
Are you?
Ah, don't.
Like.
You are
Well.
not.
On.
Did you like Anna Henrietta?
You jest. I adored her. My darling little sis. So adorable. So sweet. When they vanished from the walls.
She might not have known.
Three little
Just
pigs. The story, don't you?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Rick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
Yeah, could be it.
It.
What?
You. Well,
Not.
but we must... So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that. I'd always grapple up her praise in the past, but I don't see it anymore.
We'll find another way up. This Longlock's tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remember.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
Watch out! Pixies!
that way for nothing.
So,
Got that
dead.
to
To
you.
No, it would. We were. I thought.
Yeah. What?
Wait.
So
Yeah, but.
Play. Got it.
I can. You. It's. Now we must plant them by the path near Longlock's tower. Then prepare to meet the giant. This is the spot. Pull out the bees. Just a bit more and I'll be free. At last! Why?
To get... That's so?
No. Not done.
Another time, another place, maybe.
None taken. You spoke clearly. Come.
Another will-o'-the-wisp. Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do.
Bottle's enough for you and partner.
Would you...
Come.
But...
Nope. Nice play.
Isn't it?
Is it, though? Or perhaps a... I'm here.
A shame.
What did you do?
What I had to do. Oh, you can...
You can go.
I shall keep my... Geralt.
I'm sorry. What have...
Let it. We have... I...
Hey there.
What do you want?
Me?
You...
No. The Duke... Best informed mutt in this kennel, paws down. Duchessa's cross, no doubt, while you await your trial, though she never seemed concerned for her sister before.
Since you seem to know so much, tell me one last thing. My sentence. What'll it be?
None can tell you that. Henrietta's a fickle cocotte. There's just no knowing which teat she's... But...
We gonna report for this laundry duty? Rather get it over with.
Away we go. So I go.
Locked. Of course. Regis. Rather not have a fist fight with this door.
Not at all.
Thanks.
At your service.
Something inside? No utter silence. No one here.
We should look around at least.
Shit. Probably meant to stand guard at Anna Henrietta's personal request. Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture. A tin knight.
A rocking horse. Rather worn. I suppose it got a lot of use.
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Nice too, cute.
Indeed. Pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism was damaged.
Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off. What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort. Court gut.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leaving.
Sienna gave me a drawing.
Charming.
Of it's covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Sienna does wake up screaming nearly every... Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of... The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits few... Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Sienna gave back as good. By the time I separated them, Anna Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to... His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Sienna and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Anna Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commute.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for...
I'm beginning to suspect Isabelle de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic.
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Vigo for his achievement.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the... The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the...
A book as the key to an illusion.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to... I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now...
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then...
Or have that label planted on her. It goes on. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaard. Sienna applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Anna Henrietta seems... When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Sienna laughed so hard they almost choked. Blooda is damned, or cursed. What's accuser?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so...
Realize this might sound improbable, but...
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and I...
Where's that book? Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by lazy chambermaid.
This it? Let's see. Regis? Regis! Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible. Eye of Nehelene going wild. Whole land's an illusion. illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it. Something's not right.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want...
Then you open it.
Now, who's this? Why, you're old. Oh. Just as soon.
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now where?
Listen,
It's Prince Charming's. Here it is. It's been years.
Have you...
No, I just want your beans.
Beans.
Try not to interrupt.
Sienna,
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play...
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves,
He had better know. Because if not, I'll find you and we'll... I'll...
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here? It's deadly.
Sounds like...
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg me. Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not... Fine, Witcher.
This place.
Yes, created by Arturius Vigo. Anna Henrietta and I would come...
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows...
Your sister chose a dangerous place for...
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you...
Since you brought it up, the knights Detloff killed.
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's border.
Like you said.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempt at escape. And like had no I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no...
That...
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering...
Curse of the Black Sun.
Twisted princesses, mutants.
Even met one of you. Renfrey.
And? Was she...
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it?
You killed her.
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me up.
So?
Certainly. But you must gird you. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack.
Jack. Climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1...
Stop.
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, but outside mere minutes will have passed. Watch out!
Definitely.
Ugly and fierce.
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
Put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
Rather not.
Go, go. Ugly bastard.
That's him. Last, they got written in 6. I shall butcher you.
Relax.
No, it's not. There's more. Ignore him. He always loves.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of—
I don't know anything! Not one thing, and...
This'll be interesting. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red...
For certain, no one swallowed it.
Of course not. But say some—
A human! The most human in the... Everyone!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean.
I've heard it lies about somewhere.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody! Help!
Yellow bean. Don't know.
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep.
And who has—
A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Good folk!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the—
All right, we should go.
Watch out for
Tough to talk to.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more I'm not sure. You should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess. Who sleeps to this day, I think.
Knight's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. How he got here.
In past times, Henrietta and I would occasionally lie. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world. So some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land. In search of these fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of pixies. Miami's delicious. Will-o'-the-wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
This Longlock's tower?
Indeed. It's even taller.
Wait. On the third beam, remember?
In the ground, deep beneath the ground. This must be it. Let's go.
Contract from a goose. That's new.
Do you really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry in distress.
Care for a cigarillo?
Remind...
Sold flints when I was a lass, but no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puff.
Magic beans.
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes?
The ribbon.
There's not much to explain. I got it from a Turius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect...
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so... And the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was...
Dears, could you continue this touching scene elsewhere, hmm?
Give Sienna the ribbon.
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit.
What if I asked you not...
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of...
What have you got to...
Like I said, tobacco...
Right, let's play.
Don't get your hopes up. You're good at this.
All right. Tell me. All right. Tell me.
What?
What you want in return.
Don't want anything in return.
I...
Stunning, are they not? My new robes absolutely stunning.
Watch out! Pixies! Stop prodding me and find the beans.
Hey! What?
You stepped on Thumbelina! That was my favorite tale.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't about a princess. Tales about princesses are insufferable. The Three Little Pigs' homes. You know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the... Red Wolf.
Looks like Big Bad's already broken down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Joyce's work.
One being out in the open.
Oh, watch, they didn't like that.
Nobody's. Yeah, it could be it. The big bad witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Stunted a bit.
Well, well, aren't you full of surprises?
Not a bad singer. Do a pretty mean rendition of The Maids of Vicovaro, for instance.
But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. We must keep looking. So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
A feather, broken. There was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings.
Watch out! Pixies! There, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
This is ours! The golden eggs as well!
But why keep them in a cage? Eggs from free-range birds are so much better.
Here it is.
Oh well.
Got it.
Where's the key?
Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.